What is up, guitar legends? Sound Wild here. Really fun song today. It's quite easy to learn because there's just two parts, the verse part and the chorus part. Alright, so let's dive straight into the verse part. Let me just play it for you quickly and then we'll go over the chords, the strumming, timing, etc. So we have C to G to A minor, bass line to F, F6, C, G, then some fast changes here, F, C, D minor, C. Okay, so let's just quickly look at these chords. Pause the video if you need to practice a particular chord. The first one's C. We just have a standard C major chord here. Next one is G major. Again, standard G major chord is fine. Some of you might prefer to do this shape so it's closer to the C shape. Alright, then we go to A minor. Again, standard A minor shape, but if you want to, you can add this bass line, which sounds quite nice. And the way we do that, we're going to take the third finger off and bring it up, third fret on the E string, to get that passing note. Okay, straight into F major there. So temporarily, we get this sort of A minor 7 shape with G in the bass. Then to F. And then if you want to, you can play F6 for the extra colour. So one beat on F, one beat on F6. All you do is add the fourth finger here, third fret on the B string. So you get that. Sounds quite nice. Alright. On to the second line, we go back to C again, G again. Then we're going to have this quick turnaround here. So we have this. Now you can just play you could play the high notes, but it sounds really cool if you play the full chord. Okay, now this does sound better on a piano because you can kind of make everything go down evenly, whereas on a guitar we just have to do the whatever shapes kind of work. But we have our F major shape, then we have C, but you can get that low E in the bass, so we get that movement. Okay, so if we have E in the bass, then we're getting that E in the bass within the C chord, alright? So we've got F, C, E in the bass, then D minor 7. You could play D minor if you want to, that sounds good. It's just a little more difficult to change to, which is why I don't do it personally. Okay, D minor 7, a little bit easier, we just have two fingers, fingers 1 and 2. First finger is bar in that top half, just like your F chord. It's basically the top of the F chord. If you just take off those fingers, you've got your D minor 7. And then back to C again. So let's just quickly go into the sort of strumming and the timing. You can do a few things here. The main strumming is just going on the beat like this. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, but you can add in some in-between strums, so we get this. So you can hear I'm basically going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You emphasize the numbers and you have a light strum in between, and it just gives it a bit more momentum, right? We have A minor, G, F, F6, C, C, G, G, then F. For this little turnaround of the four chords there, you can just do one strum, that's fine. So if you're trying to add in between stuff, like this, it still works just as well. Okay, just depends which part of the song you're at. Earlier on in the song, I would just do one strum, because it keeps it sparse. And then later on in the song, you want to keep the momentum going. Then you might want to keep the strumming going, alright? For those of you that want to take your playing to the next level, make sure you sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to all my backing tracks, all of my lessons, and I'll teach you how to improvise, solo, and play advanced chords. Enjoy the rest of your lesson, guys. Alright, so that is the verse section. Happens a lot in this song. If you look at the structure, you can see we play in the intro, verse 1, verse 2. The solo section, we also play this verse part, and then even a verse 3, alright? So let's move on to the chorus section, which is the second half of this song. Alright, now to get into this chorus out of the verse, we're going to have a nice passing chord so we can get this. Alright, so all you do, we finish the verse with the. You can hear that bom, bom, bom. So you play C, and then you have this single note here. It's basically a G, but we have B in the bass. So make sure you only play from the A string, right, into A minor for the chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you don't have to do that, it's just a nice way to lead into the chorus, getting that bom, bom, bom. Okay. Now for the chorus, it's actually really simple. We have A minor, same rhythm, G, F, C, and then the second half is just like the verse. Let me be an answer, let it be. See, that's exactly the same as the verse, alright? Now that's all we do for the first chorus, but we're going to add an extension onto the second chorus, alright? So when we get to the end of it, we're going to then go into this extension. As you can see, we repeat this bit again, but then we have, we do that twice. Okay, this is a little tricky because we're just changing chords like crazy here. So if you're a beginner and you want to make this easier, just keep the chords short and then you have more time to change like this. Do you see that? You keep it short, you can just get ready to the next chord a little bit quicker. Doesn't sound as good, but it's a good way to get used to this chord changes. So you'll notice we start the same, then we have B flat. This is a tricky chord. Okay, some of you might prefer to just do the bass line like this. You can go. That's still fine. So you've got first finger on the A string, first fret, then you can do A or A minor into G. So if you struggle with this B flat chord, you don't have to play it because it's just a passing chord, right? You can go. Right. But if you want to play the chord, this is the one. You notice the wrist has to drop for this, then it comes straight back up again. Okay, it's just lower just to make it easier. You can see how the elbow kind of comes forward as well into the side a little bit. Then we have A minor to G, F, C. So make sure you kind of know how this goes in your head, right? It goes. Twice, remember? Okay, so that was the second chorus, guys. All right, then we're going to go into the guitar solo. That's kind of, I just made a solo for this. You'll notice in the play along, I just created my own solo. So have a look at the structure. Okay, after the solo, we have another chorus, right? But do bear in mind, this is just like the first chorus, right? We don't have the extension. Okay, then we go into verse 3 and then into chorus 4. Now be careful to finish this song off. This is what we're going to do. Right, chorus 4 here. So we play through the whole chorus twice. Right, then we do the extension at the end once. So it's a little different to the rest of the song. We do the chorus twice, then the extension. Okay, so we finish with this. Okay, but then we have to do it again for this extension, right? And then slow down to finish the song. You can add some fast strumming there if you want to. Okay, now there's a play along coming up, so when you play along with me, this will all make a bit more sense. You just have to get used to the structure and where things happen, all right? Now, for those of you that want to add a little bit extra to the rhythm, all you have to do is add an up on the end, so you can go. Okay, especially in the chorus, you can add some ups in the middle. Okay, that's just an option, but you don't really have to do that, to be honest with you. Sometimes you might notice I add an up at the end just to add a little something, but for the most part, you can just keep it as it is. Alright, that is everything, guys. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell too. Alright, good luck with the play along, guys. I will see you in the next lesson. 1, 2, 3, 4.